In the heart of India, nestled between dense forest and towering mountains, lay the village of Chudailpur. The villagers lived a simple and serene life, but their peace was often disturbed by chilling tales of the haunted Chudail House, located on the outskirts of the village. Many years ago, it was said that a witch known as Chudail had cursed the house and anyone who dared enter it. Ravi, a courageous and curious teenager, had always been fascinated by these stories. His friends, Priya and Amit, often listened to his wild theories about the Chudail House. Despite warnings from their elders, the trio decided to investigate the house and uncover the truth behind the mysterious tales. Before setting out on their adventure, Ravi, Priya and Amit visited the village storyteller Nani to learn more about the legend of Chudail House. Nani, with her deep, raspy voice, narrated the chilling tale of the witch who had lived in the house centuries ago. The witch, Chudail, was said to have cursed the house with dark magic after being wronged by the villagers. According to the legend, anyone who entered the house would either go mad or disappear without a trace. The house had remained abandoned ever since, and the villagers avoided it at all costs. Nani warned the children, "The curse of Chudail is real. You must be very careful if you decide to go there." Despite Nani's warning, Ravi, Priya and Amit were determined to explore Chudail House. They gathered their supplies, flashlights, ropes and protective talismans blessed by the village priest. On a moonless night, they set out on their journey. The path to the house was dark and eerie, with only the sound of rustling leaves and distant howls to keep them company. As they approached the house, they felt a sudden chill in the air. The once grand structure was now in ruins, with broken windows and overgrown vines. The house loomed over them like a dark, foreboding shadow. With a deep breath, Ravi pushed open the creaky door and they stepped inside. The interior of Chudail House was even more terrifying than its exterior. The air was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Old furniture lay scattered and cobwebs covered every corner. As they explored, they heard strange noises, whispers, footsteps, and distant laughter. Shadows seemed to move just out of sight, and the temperature dropped further with every step. They found a grand staircase leading to the upper floors. As they ascended, the creaking steps echoed through the house. The air grew colder, and an overwhelming sense of dread filled their hearts. Each room they entered seemed to hold its own secrets, with old portraits staring down at them with lifeless eyes. In one of the rooms, they discovered an old, dusty book filled with strange symbols and spells. As they examined it, a sudden gust of wind slammed the door shut. The room grew darker, and they heard a faint, ghostly laughter. Priya felt a cold hand brush against her shoulder, causing her to scream. The trio quickly realized they were not alone in the house. They decided to leave the room and continue their search for answers. As they moved through the house, they felt an increasing presence of dark energy. They knew they were being watched, and every shadow seemed to hide a lurking danger. In the attic, they found an old trunk filled with ancient artifacts and personal belongings of Chudail. Among the items was a journal belonging to the witch herself. The journal detailed her life, her powers, and the curse she had placed on the house. It spoke of a powerful talisman hidden within the house that could lift the curse and free her spirit. As they read the journal, the atmosphere grew more oppressive. They felt a malevolent presence closing in on them. Shadows danced around the room, and the air became ice cold. The witch's spirit appeared before them, her eyes glowing with anger and sorrow. The ghostly figure of Chudail spoke to them in a haunting voice. She revealed that she had been wronged by the villagers and had placed the curse out of anger and despair. Her spirit had been trapped in the house ever since, unable to find peace. She begged the children to find the talisman and perform the ritual to lift the curse and free her spirit. Despite their fear, the trio felt a sense of compassion for the witch. they agreed to help her and began their search for the hidden talisman. The house seemed to react to their decision, with the oppressive atmosphere easing slightly as they moved with purpose. Determined to find the talisman, Ravi, Priya and Amit scoured the house, braving the eerie noises and ghostly apparitions. In the basement, they discovered a hidden chamber with a cryptic inscription on the wall. The inscription hinted at the talisman's location, hidden in plain sight, protected by a spell. With newfound determination, they deciphered the clues and found the talisman hidden behind an old portrait. As soon as they touched it, the ground shook and the walls seemed to close in on them. The witch's spirit, now more powerful, appeared and warned them of the final challenge. With the talisman in hand, they made their way to the house's old altar. The witch's spirit guided them through the ritual steps, warning them that it must be performed perfectly to succeed. As they began the ritual, the house reacted violently. Objects flew across the room and ghostly apparitions tried to stop them. Ravi and Amit held off the spirits while Priya recited the incantation. The talisman glowed brightly and the witch's spirit let out a piercing scream. The ground shook and a blinding light filled the room. When the light faded, the oppressive atmosphere was gone and the house seemed to breathe a sigh of relief. With the curse lifted, the house no longer felt haunted. The children made their way back to the village where the first light of dawn was breaking. The villagers, who had been waiting anxiously, welcomed them with relief and joy. Ravi, Priya and Amit shared their story, and the villagers celebrated their bravery and determination. The house, once a place of fear, became a symbol of courage and compassion. The villagers decided to restore it and preserve its history, turning it into a place of learning and reflection. Ravi, Priya and Amit became local heroes, their story inspiring future generations to face their fears and uncover the truths hidden in the shadows. Years passed and Chudailpur flourished. The house stood as a reminder of the power of bravery and compassion. Ravi, Priya and Amit grew up, but their bond remained strong. They often visited the house, now a museum, to share their tale with visitors. The village thrived and the story of Chudail House became a legend passed down through generations. The legacy of Chudailpur was one of courage, unity and the enduring spirit of those who dared to confront the unknown. And so, the village, once haunted by fear, became a beacon of hope and resilience for all who lived there. If you like the story, then subscribe, share and press the bell icon of the channel for more interesting stories.